Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Adventure Time Prospecting, West Virginia's only gold prospecting channel. Here we are. We are on our way. It's bright and early, about 7 o'clock here in wild, wonderful West Virginia. We're going to head down to the creek and see what we can't get into. So let me ease on through town here and get down to the diggings, and we'll see y'all down there at the creek. It sure looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty day today. Here we are, folks, at the creek as promised. I got the little sluice today, the small Dream Mat Sluice. I just got down here and check this out. What I just found. I want to see if y'all can see it. Nice piece of petrified fossilized wood. It's amazing how heavy this stuff is. This even got a knot in it. Got a friggin' knot. That's nice. Anyhow, welcome to Adventure Time Prospecting, guys. West Virginia's only prospecting channel where you'll find stuff like this. That's alright, ain't it? Anyhow, let me show you what we got going and what we're doing. We'll set this here. Set it just there. We're working this same hole. I found a really good clay layer down at it's some of that really dark red material that I like to work. Anyhow, down here in the bottom of my sloppy hole is where we're going to be today, and I'm taking y'all with me. We're going way down into the bottom of it. So what we'll do, I already got a scoop here, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. Take it, put it in this here classifier that I have down in this bucket. Now the reason I do this is it breaks up all that clay that I'm in. As you can see, look at that good gloppy clay. See that reddish stuff I'm talking about? But what this classifier does, it gets all these bigger rocks out of the way. That rock will just go ahead and break up a little bit. Anyhow, get some of these bigger rocks out of the way. I'll show you. You put your filler up. See, I got a pretty decent material in there. Give it a few flicks of this. Then you're left with all this overburden, that stuff that you don't want going through your sluice. Now, yesterday we found a point, or last episode I guess. I'm just going to show y'all what this is. Let me clean it out. Here's that quartz I'm talking about. Look at all of it. This is what you want to look for in your creek beds. Round washed river quartz. That there is your #1 sign that there's gold in your area. Anyhow, the reason you classify it is there's no reason to send these big rocks down through the sluice. It's not gold. So the gold around here is very small. We'll put this over here by our neat stuff for the day. Neat stuff for the day. Anyhow, once you have all your material in here classified, we're going to dump this water off of it, and we're going to tote it over here to this sluice after I wash my hands off right quick. And then we're going to run it through the sluice and see what we can get out of it. Show y'all how to do that. But that's some nice big chunky pieces of quartz in here. So with that said, I'll see y'all at the sluice. The sluicy woosy. It's only right there, so I ain't got far to go. Alright everybody, here we are at the sluice. I'll give you a look at some of this material. See how fine that is? That's the way I want to run it, because the gold around here is really small and fine, so there's no sense in sending them big rocks down through the sluice. Then we'll just nice and slowly run it through there a little bit at a time. Remember, we ain't in no hurry. It's not about having that gold, it's all about finding it and being outside. Just enjoying nature, sound of the creek. Let her clear out. There ain't nothing like the sound of the creek. That's about as relaxing as it gets, folks. Being out here in nature. And look there. It don't get none better, folks. You can start to see some heavies sticking in there. So that's definitely a good sign. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me how I got started in prospecting. Let me get this in here. This is the stories I want to really tell you. Now, I got started probably back in '97. I was watching them Gold Fever and the Buzzard shows on Outdoor Channel back when they used to show gold shows. And I was watching it at the late nights on Sundays. And it just intrigued me. And it kind of inflicted me with a gold fever that I didn't know what to do with. So I ordered a pan, did the GPAA thing, signed up, and I found my first little speck of gold. It was in Ohio. And that was probably in about 98, 99, something like that. That kind of got me off and running. Then my big old Keen A51 sluice, I bought that probably around the year 2000 down in North Carolina. Went prospecting with it and really got hooked on looking for gold. And between all that, I just started looking around here close to home. You know, most of the creeks don't have any quartz in them around close to home, but I was able to, after years and years of looking, poking around, having fun outdoors, I was able to locate a couple spots, a couple creeks that are just absolutely loaded with quartz that's been coming out of conglomerates. It was like one time all this used to be covered in by the Taze River system. When the glaciers was up in Ohio, the area I'm in now was covered with, I believe it was called Lake Tite. And it was the glaciers didn't get here, but it dammed up all the rivers, and this turned into a big inland lake, way deep with water, jammed up with ice. And I'm reckoning that's how a lot of it got in here during that ice age. But anyways, I was able to locate a little bit of gold. Just been kind of off and running since. A few years ago, I just decided to start taking people with me on my adventures. And started Adventure Time Prospecting over on YouTube. And here we are, yet today, going strong. We're almost at 1,900 subscribers now. I never thought it'd get nothing like that big. Not in a million years. I'm just some old poor boy from out here in West Virginia, just wanting to have a little bit of fun out in the creeks and in nature, and take people with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you ain't a subscriber, please, I do hope to earn your subscription, because we're going to be going to Michigan soon, and actually my next episodes might be up there. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Adventure Time Prospecting, I just want to keep it a-growing. I'm going to come out here and keep on taking y'all with me as long as y'all have interest in coming with me. But that's pretty much the stories of how I got started prospecting. Of course, y'all know my love for West Virginia. West Virginia don't have much gold. It's never had any active gold mines, at least none that have been successful. But that don't mean there ain't no gold here. It just means there ain't enough gold to make anybody rich. You know what I mean? You ain't going to find enough to make a gold mine profitable out here. But you can I'll even guarantee it for you that there is a little bit of gold in this state of West Virginia. You'll have to get out and look for it, but ain't that half the fun? I mean, that's why people like to go and do outdoor stuff. It's just to be in the outdoors. Fishing's still fun, even if you don't catch no fish. Still beats being in the day of work. Anyhow, that's just my story about how I got started in prospecting. So I'll shut up now, and I'll continue to run this sluice, and I'll see y'all after I run a couple more buckets. I'll check back in with y'all. Adventure Time Prospecting. Another beautiful day. Just came over to get me a drink, folks, and look behind this rock. That's another nice one. I found a big one in my classifier a minute ago. It's a nice big one too. Yeah, we're pulling a lot of quartz out. A lot of quartz, a lot of hematite. Got bucket number 3 right here. We'll go ahead and start running it. I'll probably go run 4 buckets again today. It'll give me a good idea how much more gold's still yet. See if we're still on it. Man, it's perfect out here. Don't get no better than this, folks. Anyhow, I'll be back at the sluice and I'll show y'all what's going on over there. You can see some heavies sticking in there. One little piece of gold. I don't think you can see it. It's at the end of my fingertips where it's sitting. I don't think it picked it up, but you can see some of the black sands. You can see our cells are doing their job. You can see the heavies staying in the top. It's all your black sands and gold. That's where it's going to be before it starts skipping down into the main meat of the sluice there. Tell you what, hopefully we're going to find plenty of gold. We've been finding plenty of fossils, that's for sure. But see, with all those bigger rocks off, it just runs a lot smoother, and you don't have them bigger rocks disturbing your flow, bumping your gold out. The gold around here is very, very small. The gold around most of the United States is very, very small, what you're going to find. So, if you can find gold here in West Virginia, I can find gold anywhere in the world, I can guarantee it. And if y'all watch these videos and learn and follow along with me, I guarantee you'll be able to find gold too. That's the main reason I started these videos, to share my love of prospecting and the outdoors, and to teach people how they can find gold of their own. Even if they're in a state like West Virginia, just like me, it's not known to have gold, and everybody says there ain't no gold in this state. Who's laughing now? Who's the one out here making prospecting videos in West Virginia? Here we go. I love it. Anyhow, I'm going to keep on running, and we'll check back in with y'all after we get our last bucket down. Then we'll take it home and pan it out under controlled, scientific word, controlled somethings and environments. That's what it is. Controlled environments, and we'll see what's in it. We'll be back. Okay guys, here we are back. This is bucket number 4 we're chomping through right now. See how I feed it in nice and easy. Now this here is a Dream Mat Sluice, because that there's a Dream Mat. Now, you want to set this up about 8 degrees pitch and get your water flow about like that, about a 3/4 to an inch deep, and you want this V. Kind of see the V the water's making? That means you got a good flow. You're running like a Swiss watch. And the only way to know for sure if you're running good is to ease a little material in it. You don't want it to blow straight out, and you don't want it to just lay there. You want it to just kind of be nice and steady going through it. Because your material, your gold, only has 2 or 3 seconds to get trapped in the sluice box before it's blowed out the other end. 2 or 3 seconds tops. So that's another reason you want to classify all your bigger rocks out of it. It just makes things run a lot more efficiently. Hoo-wee, that's a big old word, wasn't it? Hopefully watching these videos you'll know how to find gold, because I'm aiming to teach everybody how to find gold with a sluice. I might just name the video how to find gold with a sluice box. But anyhow, I'm going to finish running bucket number 4, then we'll clean it up, pack up, go to the house, see what's down in there. I'll leave y'all here for a second. Peaceful Creek. Alright guys, we got her picked up out of the creek. I got her washed off in the bucket. So everything we have left should be down in here, and we'll show you how much is left. Out of all that material we run, We're down to that. About half a cup, quarter cup. Black sands, a lot of black sand in there. So we'll take this back to the house, clean up my mess, take it on back to the house, and we'll pan it out and see how we did. There's a better look at the Dream Mat. This is a mini river rat Dream Mat. I added the indicator matting up here. This is 6 inches wide, 2 foot long. There's some more of our tailings. See all that good quartz in there. There's our fossilized wood for the day. Not too bad. No artifacts today, but they're pretty much a scarcity. It was pretty awesome to find one on the last video. That's pretty sweet. But anyhow, we'll get all cleaned up and we'll head on back to the house. I'll tell you what, folks, look across this stream. There's all kinds of good spots to work. And don't forget about that great big slab right there. Look at all the cracks and crevices. See that patch of moss? It's been catching that stuff for a long, long time. I about guarantee you there's gold in that moss. So anyhow, we'll see y'all at the house. Alright you guys, here we are back at the house. I done took my coffee cans worth of material we brought back from the creek, put it in here. It's just like at the creek. We're gonna get the bigger competition off. He's quartzies here and stuff. Just shake that out. My gold pan's right underneath of it. There's them pieces of fossilized wood. A couple nice pieces of quartz. Let me show y'all what we're left with here. That Dream Mat Sluice does not leave a lot of concentrates. So we're left with about that much right there. About a, I don't know, half a cup maybe, quarter cup, something like that. Anyhow, we'll pan her out and see if we can't see anything down in there. Just want to stratify it up, get all your heavies on the bottom. And ease right on that off there. Bring it back and re-stratify it. Do it out there again. Right on out the edge. Anyhow, we ain't gonna bore y'all with all this panning. I'll bring back when we get her down and we see what's in her. Alright guys, we got most of it whipped back. There's a couple pieces of gold there. There's another nice one there. Let me get it tapped back down a little bit where you can see it. It's hard to do with one hand. Alright folks, try to get it in the sun if Frankie don't drink my gold. There's some gold right there, a couple. There's a few more. There's a nice little flake in there. There's Frankie. You wanting a drink of gold? Frankie, you smell that gold, don't you? Right there it is, folks. Let me get in the shade a little bit. There you go, folks. Nice gold right out of West Virginia. Anybody can find it. Easy stuff. Well, not so easy, but it's here. You ain't gonna get rich, but it's here. There you go, folks. Once again, in West Virginia, finding gold. You watch my videos, you watch all this stuff, you will be able to find gold in your creeks. I guarantee it. If there's gold in them, you will find it. You keep watching this, you're going to learn how to find gold. How to find gold with Adventure Time Prospecting. Yes, sirree. West Virginia's only prospecting channel, and we'll see you on the next adventure.